Are you struggling with the predictions on the Aviator? Yes, you're not alone in this. There's quite a number of people that are really, really having a challenge with that. It's a very, very true fact, and everybody knows it. But we are here to discuss, we are here to share ideas. What else can we say? We will conquer this game, we will conquer the Aviator one of these good days. But look at this. I'm just looking at the blues there up top. You can see it's been quite a number of blues there. 185, another blue again. I'm on 2.8, and I'm thinking I might be going down anytime soon, you see. But this is the thing. I just want to share with you today regarding what is called instinct, right? So instinct is like a feeling that you get when something is about to happen. And in most cases, we all have that instinct. Right, I've often said it in quite a number of quite a number of my videos that, look, you still need to listen to the inner man. I know most of us don't do that, and I mean, including me, at times I just disobey. I've done it the opposite way, several times, right? So what that means is I'm looking at a situation where your balance is going down. It doesn't look like it's going to pay anytime soon, and then you keep pushing it, but you can feel it inside you that I don't think this thing is going to go anywhere, but you still keep believing maybe something could happen. But I mean, to be honest, inside you, right inside you, you really feel, oh no, man, this is not the right time. I think I should just get out. Right. So I just want to speak a little bit about instinct as well. So instinct, like in this case, I normally do 5x, 15x, and then I'll try and play around with different figures as we go. But in this case, you can see I skipped 5x, I went for 10, and then I left the first one, and then I went for, I think, 23, which was a very, very good prediction, right? So it has just actually pushed me like double what I would have taken in the first place, right? This is where instinct comes, right? I felt at this point that 100x is possible. That's why I skipped the first 5x and I went for a 10x. But this is the thing now. The instinct told me. I had that instinct to say, no, this could be 100x. Why? Because I was checking the number of blues that were coming through, and I checked in the recent past that nothing really had given, it didn't give a big pink, and I was just feeling that something like that could happen. But guess what? I managed to do that, and then I managed to hold on a little bit, though I didn't go all the way, because all the way would have been 100x. That would have been a perfect start. But that is what instinct is all about. That is exactly where instinct comes through. You feel it, you act upon it. But how many times do you feel it and you don't act upon it? Right? So I've done it in several cases where I felt it might actually give above 1000x. But little did you know when you've been going down all the while, and then it gives you, and it's got the tendency of just saying it gives you a big multiplier when you are really scared. Now when you're thinking, I would rather conserve my balance, which is a very good idea. But the only thing that you need to remember that after having picked up something, don't try and fight hard to try and start get winning that exact same time. At times, after just picking up something, it doesn't matter whether it gave up a 3000x or a 5000x or a 10,000x. It doesn't matter. All you have to do is to concentrate on your balance and just say, I started off at 2k, I'm an 8k. Let me just leave at the moment. Let me go for 2-3 hours. I'll come back again with a fresh mind. Perfect. That would make more sense. But at times, I know once it has given you a big pink, you're thinking it's going to give another one. Yes, at times it does that. But remember, I'm pointing you to instinct. You need to follow your instincts. So one of those good days, I just felt like it's going to give me something very nice. I just felt like this is going to give me a 3000x, and I was pretty sure it was going to give me that 3000x. So I started off, so it took off, and then it went, I left it, and then I let it run. So when it gets to about 15x, and I'm like, let me recover my capital first. So I changed my mind. I was like, okay, first of all, let it run. I wanted to let both run, get to 50x, collect the first one, and then let the second one run to as much as I could. Then guess what? When I get to 15x, I'm thinking, maybe, just maybe, let me just try and pick up this 15x so that at least I've got something. Okay, so I get my 3k, so I let it run again. When it gets to about 50k, I'm like, but 10k is okay. Then I pick up 50x. and then it keeps on going. So it does 100x, it does 200x, then it gets into 1000x, it gets into 3000x, 3500x, it flies away. Now I'm kicking myself. I'm asking, what have I just done? Why did I not just listen to my instinct just once? Just once, So this is exactly what happens with most of us. Either losing or winning, there's always everyone. The only challenge that we have is we do not listen. We don't have that instinct. That's why I've always encouraged you, if you're an Aviator player and you wish to play at a point in time, free yourself from all those other things. Right? Do not try and play. You know how it is when you play as a group, you play with your friends, you want to play around people, you want to play around activities. Yes, I know here and there, yes, you can. You can do something, yes, you can pick up one or two, you can be lucky, yes, but it's not advisable at all. Why? Because once you don't concentrate in the game, you will end up in a situation where you don't make the right decisions. That's why when you concentrate on the game, you come to be in a silent position where you don't have anyone talking to you. You're alone. You get into your car, you get into your office, you get into your room, wherever you are, you concentrate. That's when you can be able to speak what the instinct is saying. And normally when the instinct says something and you listen, you'd rather just feel like, okay, I thought it was instinct, but it wasn't. But I'll be honest with you, when instinct speaks, it's sort of clear. It's just us that don't believe. Whether it's going to pay or it's not going to pay, instinct will always say it, And this is one of those things that when I look at it, in the past, I've got several times where I felt this is the time. But I just kept on doing, no. Let me wait a bit. No, let me wait a bit. I'd rather conserve the little that I have, right? And then at times, I just forced it. I just felt like, no, let me go for 100x. Let me just push all the way. Let me try. But I can really feel it's not really inside me to do that. And I'm trying to, 80x, gone. And now I remember one of those good days that I was playing that I missed a few 70, 80x's. Right, so I was running and I'm there and I'm missing and I'm thinking, why? Because now I want to try and go big, and I'm asking myself, I've missed 2 or 3 70s. Yet if I'd managed to pick up at 50x 3 of them, that could have been 30k. So what have I done in the process of trying to go for something big? Yes, that's exactly what happens. But I'll be honest with you. Instinct is the way to go. Don't bother yourself trying to chase those guys telling you, I've got a predictor, I've got this, I've got that. All right. So it's one of those things that I always want to tell you. Right. So the other thing is, which is a very important thing, when you are playing the Aviator game, you should not try and target big figures. Do not try and target big figures. All right, so this is the reason why I say so. The reason why most of us are losing is because we are targeting big figures. Right. So first of all, I would love to always encourage you, when you start playing, when you get your capital back and you get some profit, withdraw that money. Right. For instance, started off with about 2k, right? So when I get to about 6k, I'm supposed to be able to at least take 4k away, then play around with the 2k. So with the 2k, I will be able to at least go for risks if I want. But this is the thing. Normally, when you then come up with a figure like that, maybe say you're left with 2k, your mind will always be saying you'll never go for big things up until you've got a bigger balance. Yes, at times I take advantage of that and I try to maybe you take advantage of the big balance so that I can take my risks. I let it run longer. I try to hold. To be honest with you. So this is the thing. If you go for something like that and it doesn't work, you can't blame anyone. You just blame yourself. That's why I'm saying the Aviator game is not really to try and target big figures at first. Just make sure you withdraw something. You get a little bit of profit, you send to the bank. Then with the profit, you can take any risks. That's when you can go for big figures. And I'll be honest with you, right? Sort of kind of contradicting myself. if you don't go for the big risks, you'll never get the big figures. If you get the big figures, you'll never run into any loss, because now after taking maybe 100K, 200K, you can still go and play yourself a 50 Rand, a 20, whatever you want to play, but at least you'd have picked up somewhere. But one thing that I would love to tell you is Aviator always gives you a chance. And when it gives you a chance, it's just a matter of you being able to take it or you not taking it, right? So in this case, let's look at this, what's happening here. I took a risk and I'm thinking, okay, fine. Let me take the first one. I wanted to pick it up at 15x. I was lucky I got an extra 400 because I got 17x. And then on the next one, I have a feeling maybe it can go further, but because I'm thinking maybe it might fly away, I just then take the 30x, and then guess what? It goes at 49. That was very good instinct, because initially I was thinking, let it run. And now because of that, that instinct has helped me. I've managed to pick up something, because I was going down. I was left with about 2K. And now I've just gone up very, very quickly. And back into the game I am, right? And now I'm just checking, okay, fine. I've been going up and down, up and down. That's how the game plays anyway, right? So when I'm going down, everyone is thinking, oh, you're being greedy. Oh, it's going down. You might never know when the next pink comes, right? And in most cases, I always say play in sessions. Why? Because at this point, right, it's a point that one should be logging out and then just take a little bit of a breather, come back again with a sane mind, and then you can be able to pick something. I didn't pick that 5x because I thought maybe let it run further. Because at times it actually happens that when you're busy playing the game, you just change your mind at times and you tell yourself, okay, fine, it might go further, and then you want to stay longer in the game. But in this case, you can see, look at the history. The history is not that good. It's not that great at the same time. It's got quite a lot of blues there. You can see there's lots of blues. There's just a few purples and just a few pinks. So in most cases, if you don't take advantage of those big ones that came through, then you might actually have challenges, right? So now what I'm looking at here is it gave a 45x, and then it gave a blue, then it gave a purple, then now it has given two blues. Now, in my mind, I'm already expecting it can give a purple now, or maybe on the next one, it might give a few purples, something like that. Yes, that's how the game works, and it's about instinct. It's about just looking there and trying to predict yourself, right? But you will not be able to do those things if you do not concentrate. If you are alone, you can concentrate. If you're not alone, you won't be able to concentrate. So there I am. I pick up, I pressed at 4.88x. That's okay. It's fine. Just miss out on a little bit. And then there, 9 point what exactly, that purple that I was thinking was going to come, it has come. But what have I done with that purple? It's nothing. Remember, I always talk about maybe risk-taking at times, because this is what I normally do. When I have a risk to take like this, I take the risks, and at times they do pay up. They do pay off, but at times it doesn't, right? So that purple that I've been anticipating is here again. And I was thinking of this time that I should have just gone for a 2K. So at this point, I just tried to do a 2K. But this is the thing, I've done 2K on top and 200 at the bottom, right? Many people would think 2K is a lot of money. Yes, it's true. It's only a lot of money when you lose, but when you win, it becomes a lot of money. It becomes the sweet spot. The sweet spot, right? So I didn't listen to my instinct on the last two purples. Now I put it at the wrong time. Then 1.99 it goes. Now I just lost all my sweat just in one spin. And this is the sort of discipline that we need to have. I did not listen to that instinct. If I listened to that instinct at first, then I would have managed to at least pick something. So back to the 200s, and now I'm playing again. I'm thinking, no, I don't think I need to continue to play, right? So if I play maybe to about 8K, if nothing comes up, I would rather just leave the game and see if I can continue to play. Because at times, you just give yourself just a number of times, maybe just to say 2 more times or 1 more time, and then you end there. If it doesn't, then you just leave it like that. So at this point, I leave now and I will continue later. Just try to listen to the instincts in the next session. Thank you very much. See you again.